This is a story I wrote about the United States and how fast-paced it is and how it's harder and faster, harder and faster. Produce more and more and more and more. Spin, spin, spin. Anyway, it's called the Vortex. Things have been going down for a while, but everyone wanted to feel optimistic about the future. They hoped to see their kids grow into the children they wanted to be, and they wanted to paint their house again, make their yards better, take their dogs to the vet, and watch their stock portfolios grow. But didn't seem to be going in that direction. There were bills. Mortgages were at a high rate. People had never-ending credit card payments. They were drowning in debt. It seemed like the more they paid, the more they owed. And it seemed like the system was asking more and more of people. What fed you yesterday wouldn't feed you today. All the signs of inflation were there. Commodities, clothes, food, cars. Everything was going up in price. But the rate of pay stayed the same. My friends Boyd and Margot were watching TV. They had the financial news on. The content resulted in a negative sigh of concern. What are we gonna do? Then it cut to a news flash. Do you see that field over there? There's a vortex. It seems to be a small black hole. We're thinking somehow, if we could fill it up, it'll go away. We think it's here to feed. We're gonna need organization. We're gonna need plans. We're gonna have to have the intelligence of analysis, modification, adjustment, and problem solving skills and critical thinking. If we put our heads together, I'm sure we could fix this situation. We didn't know it, but the government were aware of this vortex for long before it was ever appearing. The government thought they would try to fill the vortex with our things to close it. They went on air and told us that we needed to take all our possessions and work harder to get more so that they could take them and shoot them into the vortex. We all waited to see what would happen. Some people put their whole life savings into saving the country. So the government used this rocket launcher and started shooting things into the vortex. But the things they shot into it just disappeared. So they put hundreds of launchers in a row and all fired at the same time. But as they did, the vortex flexed into a bigger hole, spun faster and grew. People shrieked as they watched this. People prayed that they could do more to fill the hole. But it seemed the more things they put in, the bigger the vortex got. At first, it was the plains. Then the south was covered by it. And then it spread all the way to the west and the Midwest. And finally, New England was covered. As it covered all the United States, it sucked all into it. All the people, all the possessions, everything that people put their faith into was sucked into the vortex. It knew no mercy or kindness. It ate us. No matter what we did, the vortex ate more. We wondered why we even tried, as we were sucked into an eternity of all. We were dealing with this vortex because we only thought of ourselves, and we're asking this vortex to save us and take our neighbor. The vortex came to laugh at us and make sure we pay. After the United States was sucked into oblivion, the vortex just kind of pulled away and disappeared into the sky, into the stars, only to wait to eat again. Humans, how they try to destroy the world, but only a big black vortex spinning around can truly do that job. Humans feel they are most capable of providing for each other and advancing in technological power to make the world more efficient. But they corrupt the whole playing field and capitalize on their brothers and sisters. They even trade on themselves. For more Vortex info, check the Dow Jones and how it's eating 10 or 15% of your paycheck every time you get it. Did you ever look up how much money the stock market has in New York on Wall Street? Look into it. You'll be surprised. What's that?